and welcome to the HollyHood Podcast. Zoom. Wow. Not only that, but the episode has also been miscalculated. This is actually 21 now.
Well, I'll be damned.
I'll be in my viewers! Asante. Goodman.
TJ Goodman.
Smallwood Worldwide.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Your man Good.
And welcome to HollyHood. So we said that we promised everybody that we were going to do something that was different, that was totally off the grid from what other shows do. Now, although we have that particular thing coming, we're also going to do something that most shows don't do, and that is start comparing careers. We're making this a versus episode, and where the better to start than with some of the two biggest HollyHood stars of all time. We're talking Stallone versus Schwarzenegger. Oh man, wow! By the way, I got Schwarzenegger, so that's gonna start off like that. If there's any debate here, I would like to hear it. But I got Schwarzenegger, easy money. It's not even close, and I will prove that point throughout the show.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you're going by when you're talking about when you're comparing these here careers. Stallone has had the highest of heights when it comes to this. So if you're talking about accolades and what you've done in your career, Stallone, you got an Oscar, man.
Wrong. Sorry, that was my phone. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, Stallone got an Oscar, right? I mean, now if you're talking about movie total, I think Schwarzenegger got that in totality of excellent movies. But Stallone has an Oscar, and Stallone has the greatest series of movies, in my opinion, of all times. The Rocky series has one dud.
Stallone is not in John Wick.
Okay, first off, John Wick is only, 3 movies in?
Yeah,
We're talking about, this story started in 1979 or something like that. We still going with Creed. There's about to be a Creed 3.
Yo, I thought you were talking about Rambo at first. Got me now. See what I mean? You should stop or your mom will shoot. You see what I did? See what I did there?
Sorry that he's not the last action hero. But the point being is...
Watch your filthy mouth. I'm sorry.
He's not the eraser either, so let's keep it clear, right?
Maybe you should
if you just take Rocky alone, of all the Rocky movies, only one of them is complete shit. Everything else is watchable or great.
I mean, I look at it like this. If you're talking critical acclaim, you got to go Stallone. If you're talking about everything all across the board, you got to go Schwarzenegger. It's not even close. Yeah. More entertaining, best cultural impact. Although with the Rocky series, that makes it more of a challenge. But if you're talking about acting style, entertainment, get along with the peers, lauded, well loved, I'm going Schwarzenegger all the way.
Now, clearly Schwarzenegger's a better overall actor. I mean, Schwarzenegger can do. I've seen Stallone attempt to do comedy. Not good.
No.
Schwarzenegger
he's not doing Kindergarten Cop. He's not doing that.
He can't do Kindergarten Cop. He can't pull off. He can never pull off True Lies. I don't think Stallone can do that. I don't think he's built for that.
Arnold has underrated range though. But
his story and his interviews are hotter. Holla. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That was Jay-Z this thing.
That's it. Done. That's the show.
Yeah, I'm Team Schwarzenegger. I think Stallone's lows are just too low, man. They're just too.
The Italian stallion back in the 70s.
Just too low. I'll do him a favor. We won't go back past 76. We'll leave all that alone, right?
I mean, it's not like Schwarzenegger was killing it before then, too, man. He was,
he was the Barbarian.
He was Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You remember he had that movie.
Hold on a second. Let me tell you a story, Greg. Let me tell you about a guy who started off as a bodybuilder. Let me finish. Who started off as a bodybuilder, then he went on to become a movie star.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
God damn it, let me finish. Look, man, the point is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I don't even have a point. Just go ahead, TJ, go ahead, finish your point. Finish your point, TJ.
Yeah. You ain't let me finish my monologue.
Oh yeah, he hit him with that the other day, didn't he?
Go ahead, Jen. Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, he was real. Well, that's a little bit of.
Yeah, we have to touch it on that later on, man. My man, go ahead, TJ. I don't want to derail the whole thing.
Yeah, you don't want to derail it.
Too low. Too low. The Rocky series is great, and I wasn't even thinking to include Creed in that. But
you got to.
Yeah, I guess you have to. I mean, that's all. You know, I guess in the Rocky family.
But when you look,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you take a movie like Daylight, right, and you compare that with like Cobra, right, and you compare that with like Judge Dredd, when you go from that, you go to Demolition Man. I mean, he has a lot. It's like for every one hit he has like 3 or 4 that are like head scratches. And I don't know if on paper they were head scratches or it became a thing with the director in the studio, but he deserved better than what he put out there. And I think with the Rocky franchise, for the longest time, he maintained such control over that kind of told the story of he is actually great, which led to the Expendables, right? Because he maintained to a point control over that, and that also is a hated or love it, was great.
Not to mention Rambo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean those are great, but I mean let's back it up and let's talk about over the top. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Rhinestone.
Let's talk about Rhinestone.
Let's not.
Yeah, let's not. Stop my mom will shoot. I already brought that one up.
That's just not fair, B. That's just not fair. That's not fair.
You know what? Let's do it this way, TJ. And I'll start off with TJ first. Let's do it this way. The 3 movies that you most associate with both of these actors, the good and the bad. Like, what are the 3 movies that are good that you associate with the actor, and the 3 that are bad that you associate with the actor?
Man, with Schwarzenegger, the list is too long, man. I mean, I could go Conan the Barbarian, Terminator, and then there's so many others that I really like. Maybe I'll go Total Recall just because I've seen the movie so many times.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah, I'll go there. But you know, those would be the 3. Like for Schwarzenegger, I'll go with those 3 for now.
Those are your 3 good, right?
What's that?
Those are the 3 good.
Absolutely. The bad ones, I mean, you know, you got to go like Red Sonja.
That shit was dope though. It was bad. It was good bad. You know what I mean?
This bad movie is better than a lot of people.
He said it was good like Trolls 2 is good?
No.
Not quite.
It wasn't good, man. Conan not Conan. What's it called? Last Action Hero. Batman and Robin.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, they don't get much lower than that, sir.
That is the lowest of low.
Yeah,
that might be that's my.
You talk about some new key.
Now, I won't include stuff like Hercules in New York because he couldn't really speak English all that good back then. So.
But you just named 2 movies where he couldn't really speak English. They were iconic.
Which one?
You described Sylvester Stallone's whole career. I'm caught up.
Just because Stallone talks like he's got a mouthful of gummy bears does not mean he's not a proficient actor. Okay?
Yeah, Stallone be out here hooking his brother up, having him do the soundtrack.
Which are classic
Can we add
songs,
some music under that so I don't sound like...
Take It Back was dope.
Yeah. It was dope.
Come on, man. You gonna shit on the man that made Eye of the Tiger?
That's not the same guy. That's not the same guy. That's not the same guy.
It was a Take It Back one.
I know.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember what made Out of the Tiger. But anyway, okay. So those are, I think I gave you my Arnold ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Sly, I guess when I think about him, I think Rocky, of course. I think Rambo, and see, what would be the third one that when I think of him? I don't know what the third one would be for him.
Yes, there you
really?
go.
You got nothing?
I mean, there's other movies that I know of him, but I'm trying to think of that third one that I think, oh, man, Sly is the man because of these three.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got a one hot album every 10-year average, Joe. I'm just telling you. That's what it is.
I mean,
you take away
you
Rocky.
got a third one?
Of course, there's a third one.
What is it?
Yo, the HollyHood has never been so silent.
Oh, look, man.
I'm like, puzzlers.
It can't be in the Rocky series. I mean, I could list out 2 Rockies.
Right.
I mean, I could do that.
Yeah, you can pick out 2 Rockies. In fact, I can pick out the specific movies. Like, it'll be for Stallone. You got to go
saying like
first.
that's all in the same. That's all the same line of movies. It's all the same. You know what I mean?
Can I finish?
Okay, go ahead.
Can I finish?
Maybe
Okay.
I'll go back to it.
All right. I would go with First Blood is definitely one of the just a amazing performance.
Fantastic movie.
That's Rambo.
Rocky, like I said, yeah. Well, Rocky. There's Rambo's second. First Blood was the original movie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's semantics. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. They ain't trying to throw semantics out here.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just naming the specific movies. You can go with Rocky 1, the original Rocky, the OG Rocky. Amazing. Now for the third one, there's a couple of different places you would go. I always go with Copland. I think he did a great job with Copland.
Greg's still on my whole list, by the way.
That was good, but I don't think of him right off when I think of Copland. But yeah,
that's also fair. That's also a fair thing to say. But Copland was very good.
It was a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, if you don't go with that, you can go with also go with Demolition Man. One of his that was pretty iconic. I mean,
it is.
It didn't age well, but when it came out, it was really dope.
It was iconic because of Wesley, though.
Yes, I think it was a
That's iconic because of Wesley.
How dare you?
It's true. Like Wesley Snipes definitely was the guy on that. He was. Okay, look.
What? Semantics. Okay. Because if that's the case, you can't use Terminator for Arnold Schwarzenegger. He wasn't even the lead. He was just.
People know Terminator.
We know it because of Arnold, though.
Thank you. People look at Terminator for Arnold.
When you say Terminator, anybody
I'm just saying he wasn't the lead in that movie. If you want to go all,
I'm not talking about the lead. I'm talking about the person that popped the most on the movie. And everybody everyone left Demolition Man like Wesley Snipes is that dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
You remember the character Simon? That's a fact.
So Greg, you're at 2 as well.
No, I'm at 3. I just used Copland. I'm talking about this
Copland. Okay, all right.
Copland is good though.
No, it's a good movie. I just saw
Harvey Keitel.
Because he showed a little bit of versatility on that one. You know, he tried to De Niro it, get fat, and you know he didn't quite go full De Niro, but he did a great job in the movie. So he mixed it up a little bit.
He did.
And like I said, plus these are 2 roles where he's actually a pretty good dramatic actor in all 3 of those. Pretty good. I'm not saying that, you know, he should be up there with Denzel or nothing, but they're solid dramatic performances.
Yo, we gotta do another versus now. I just thought about that.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be more. No, there's gonna be more verses.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do a whole bunch of them.
You said Denzel. I thought of somebody immediately to go with that. It's gonna be.
A debate in my minds. Said it like tweet in my minds was Denzel versus Will Smith. Although I think that
Denzel wins.
It's closer than you think, though.
Yeah, it's closer.
I'm not saying it's not close. I'm saying that nobody's gonna beat Denzel.
Yo, back to the subject. That's not true. That's not true.
I think Samuel L. Jackson gives him a run. I'd go to that.
Don't count. That's every movie.
No.
Like,
he was in Jurassic Park, but
I don't even need the notes for that one. I can remember it.
There weren't a lot of movies together
since he learned how to talk. I'm pretty sure Samuel Jackson's been the Little Rascals at some point. He's been in everything.
If you go back to your date of birth in the hospital room, Samuel Jackson was in there studying a doctor. He was like, I think it looks good. He was there.
I saw Samuel Jackson in a Charlie Chaplin movie, man. That don't count. You can't use
said I'm pretty sure that Samuel L. Jackson was in Little Rascals.
That nigga's been in everything.
On film before they had sound, huh?
Yeah, he's in the silent film era.
You go back 10,000 BC, Samuel L. Jackson was walking through the snow like, motherfucker. You was there.
He might be in the original cave paintings. He's been on it, so he's been everywhere.
Yeah, what's your 3 and 3, Antwon? For
I didn't do my Schwarzenegger 3. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you didn't. That is true.
Yeah. It's my Schwarzenegger 3, of course. Terminator. Come on, man. Terminator, Conan the Barbarian, the OG Conan the Barbarian. And I gotta go with Kindergarten Cop because that was the first time we really saw Arnold do, go outside of just murdering.
Was that before or after Twins?
I think it was before.
You see what I did there, right? See what I did?
No, I don't.
All the way.
Like my range.
Oh, Larry, go ahead, Antwon.
Yo, shout out to Greg Worldwide for that list. So I basically don't have to go. No. I'm gonna start with my favorite, Arnold, right? So I'm definitely going Terminator. I'm going Predator.
God.
I'm going Eraser to avoid repeats there. As far as my best
Eraser head.
Guess what? I'm gonna be able to come up with 3 other ones.
I'm gonna go with Stallone's best 3 for me. Demolition Man, even though it was more about Wesley. I watched it about 2 weeks ago, so it's living in my head again, but I really loved it. Rocky 4. And I like Cop Land for sure. It was on my list, but I'm gonna actually say Rambo First Blood. I remember seeing that and it was just
Rambo First
Blood. Yeah. Now, bottom 3, if I have to do that.
Oh boy.
We're gonna start with Stallone. I'm actually gonna start with the movie that was about his father chef's there, Cliffhanger, right? All the shots.
Oh my God, Cliffhanger was such a pile of shit. That was
Cliffhanger was just
oh
cheeks,
man.
yo. I'm telling you, it was just horrible for no reason. I'm like, what is this about? What are we watching? You know?
Ooh.
Some...
Ooh.
Ooh. I have no rebuttal.
I watched
the
that
only
movie
rebuttal
often. I watched it
Leon was in it.
because of how bad it is, huh?
That's my only rebuttal. Leon was in it.
Nah.
That's the only thing I got.
Wrong answer,
I don't
motherfucker.
have to say. Black man got a check.
True.
Not only was black man, one of my favorite black people on the planet.
Leon is on the no slander list.
Cool as dude.
Yeah, top 10 cool. Top 10 cool.
No, he's on the no slander list. He is.
Yeah, he might be top 5
Nah.
cool.
Robert Townsend might disagree, but we with you.
Oh.
Nah. I think the next one for me, I'm gonna say in terms of his bad movies, I have to go with Stop or Mom Will Shoot. Again, cutesy, but no. Both thumbs down.
We can't put that one on the old lady from the Golden Girls. We can't put it on her.
No.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yo, you
Like,
can't cop
everybody-
please, man. Don't be copping please out here, man. You know what I mean?
The last one I'm gonna go with for bad is Judge Dredd, and I just think it was dreadful, pun intended.
Oh, come on.
When
man.
I go
we
to
can't put
Arnold-
this one on, we can't put this one on Rob Schneider. We can't put this
Oh,
on
we can always put it on him.
Yeah,
Yes.
that guy's got a
All
track
the
record
slander
of
in the world.
garbage. And you know what's messed up? That's his best movie, and it's one of that's one of his best movies, and it's one of Stallone's worst. Just to let you know what's going on here.
So I think bottom 3, I got to go with Junior, where it's like pregnant with the baby or whatever like that. Schwarzenegger.
Now that was a pile of shit.
That was a weird movie. I'm not
It
gonna-
was horrible.
POS,
Yeah.
and I ain't talking about point of sale. Shit was trash. Trash. The Sixth Day I thought was trash, and I had high hopes for that movie when it came out, but no. End of Days, same thing, trash.
Wow.
If I had to go for Schwarzenegger, trash compared to everything else he's done. So, yeah.
I mean, if you're going with Schwarzenegger trash, you got to throw in his performance on Batman and Robin. That was
Oh yeah. That's
Yes.
the worst.
Whoa. Chill.
Although George Clooney, he takes on the Razzie for that, yo.
TJ got it, yo. That's
I got it too. I was like,
Yes.
it's horrible.
Chill.
It was
Yo,
so
that
hokey.
shit was trash. Look, let me just
It
go
was
ahead and let's get the elephant out of the way here.
Like
Let's
I
get
said,
that.
hold on. But see, that's what I mean. The highs for Rocky, not Rocky, for Sylvester Stallone are Oscar. The lows for Schwarzenegger's movie is one of the worst ever.
You know what? I'm gonna change it up now, man.
Worst movies ever.
I was gonna put the elephant out the room, but now that you done forced me, I'm gonna go 3 different Schwarzenegger movies here. Then
If you can, that's possible. He's got an amazing track record.
True Lies.
Dope.
Yes.
Man.
No debate.
Running Man.
Good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put. It's a great movie. I would.
I'm going with 3 other joints. I'm not even going with these. Aren't even prime Schwarzenegger.
I'm just saying there's other Schwarzenegger movies that are better than that one. That
There
you could've
are.
made.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just going with other
Yeah.
ones that could be seen as their joint, man. You know
Fair
what I
enough.
mean?
Go ahead.
You know?
Go on.
Raw Deal. That's
Raw Deal was great.
Yo, that's a random movie, and that's a great
It was
movie.
great. It was
Raw
great.
Deal was awesome.
And you know how
Yeah.
good that movie was? He made what was his name? Jim Belushi or James Belushi? Yeah, it had him in it. It was still good. So you know it was a good movie.
Who says
I don't think he's ever done anything good.
Even Arnold's cheesy stuff is better. Like Command. You know, that was a little corny, but I loved it. It was really entertaining.
Well, all those old action
Oh
movies.
shit!
are
I didn't even
corny.
say Commando. I repeat.
That's what I said. You
Commando.
could have used better ones. You could have said Commando.
Well, Predator was already taken, which it was really hurt my heart. But you know,
Oh, you meant other ones besides ones that were already named.
that's what I'm saying, Greg. That we're on like Arnold movie 10. No, what are we saying for Stallone, huh? What we say? Oh, Rocky. Let's break
Rocky
it down.
5,
Rocky.
Rocky 4, Rocky this.
Let's break down the Rockies. Oh, let's break down.
But like I said,
and then
but that's the point that I'm making.
well, let me go with
Stallone-
let me get my Stallone take off.
Oh, my bad, baby. Go on, do
Yeah,
your
go ahead,
thing.
Greg.
That boy.
No, for Stallone's 3, I mean, you got to go Rocky. Actually, I think my list was probably be the same as yours. You have to go Rocky, you got to go First Blood or the Rambos, and you got to go Expendables. Obviously, I'm just playing. You have to go Copland.
Some people actually will put Expendables in there.
The 3 worst movies. I See You from Stallone.
Just reach in our bag and pick anything. No.
Yeah, we could.
Remember
Yeah,
that one.
Cobra.
What was it, Alice? Is that his name?
That's. I mean, yo,
I thought it
Cobra.
was Marion.
Was it
Mary.
Maria? It was something like that.
Aaliyah.
No, Maria.
I don't
Maria.
remember.
It's the AALIYAA.
Oh,
Never mind. Anyway, what else? Oh, I'm just gonna use a random one. What is it? Oscar, when he tried to be like a funny mob guy. Remember
It's
that?
stunk.
Does
Stunk.
not do well in comedies.
The hell you say?
In fact, all the movies you pretty much named was him trying to be funny.
Yo,
It's just not in him.
it's time to
Hey,
be
get a load
honest.
of me.
And this is what I consider a bad Arnold movie, but I don't think it's a terrible movie overall. I'll go Conan the Destroyer, which was still better than anything that I named from Stallone.
Agreed.
Just to be different. I mean, I have to mention Batman and Robin because that's the elephant in the room. That shit is.
that's
Garbage.
basic.
Watch it today and realize how much worse it actually is.
It's real bad. But you know what's funny about that? As bad as that movie was, the best character on there was Mr. Freeze. So I mean, what are you gonna do? And then lastly, I'll go. What was it? What's the one that he made with Stallone? No Escape. I'll go with that one.
Ah, yeah, I forgot
Throwing them
about
over
that.
there in
Prison
jail.
joint.
When they were in jail together. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was hard.
Yeah, I'll go with No Escape with featuring Stallone.
And
So
then
not-
How did you even get a
there's
Stallone
other-
movie?
Hero.
There's other Stallone. Somebody should have named Tango and Cash at least. I mean, come on, man.
Rollback joint.
Y'all don't like Tango and Cash?
I haven't seen Tango and Cash in a long time.
I can't make a call.
Take a look at some of Kurt Russell's finest work, sir.
Hey, as long as it's better than the scum of Bakersfield, I'm all for it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But the point being here, when it comes to these two individuals, undoubtedly, as far as movie for movie, Schwarzenegger's gonna win. But when you're talking about the quality and height of what your movie has done, you're not gonna be able to get Stallone wins based on accolades.
The Versus is a totality of a person's career. The totality of Arnold Schwarzenegger's career is better than Stallone.
I agree.
Me too.
Sounds like a waste of time to me. Let me tell you something right now. It's like the way that I'm looking at this is like a comparison between Jordan and LeBron James.
How dare you?
Jordan has reached greater heights. If you're going by the greatest height of a career, your GOAT is Jordan. If you're going by longevity and wow, I can't believe he's still doing this well this long, it's got to be Schwarzenegger.
So wait a second. Are you saying that
he's got a bigger list of movies?
Are you saying Stallone in this scenario, Michael Jordan? Is that what you just did?
Yes. Jordan never had a cliffhanger, yo.
No, he did not. Or Rhinestone
either.
I keep going Rhinestone because that was
okay. First off,
Rhinestone was
the Rhinestones. Yo, that was the one with the over the top trash.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that was one of the ones that I.
Yeah, look, man. You find me an actor that's never had a dud, okay?
Cobra. I mean, like
hell, even Denzel did Mighty Quinn.
Yo,
Mighty Quinn wasn't bad though.
It wasn't.
Mighty Quinn wasn't over the top.
Denzel didn't start getting bad until he started doing the same movie over and over again, and he didn't realize it.
Well, just because he fought on a train 3 or 4 movies don't mean he's a bad
the movie was the same. All he did was take Gabrielle Union instead of Eva Mendes. I don't even have that confused. But that joint was like out of time. Then the next one was like out of luck. I don't know what it was. It was like the same movie. I don't know. Why are we talking about this?
No, I just know he did 2 back-to-back movies on trains for some reason. It was one.
Oh, you're talking about the Equalizer joint?
No, not the Equalizer joint. I'm talking
about the taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 or whatever.
Pelham 1, 2, 3, and then he did another one called Unstoppable.
Yeah.
That was the same movie. Yeah.
Like Denzel has really fallen off as far as picking his movies. The last great performance, and I could be wrong, I didn't see Macbeth. The last great performance I remember from him was Flight. I thought Flight he did really good.
I mean, if you're talking non-play converted to movies, it was Flight. But if you're talking both, you got to talk about Macbeth, and you got to talk about August Wilson joint too.
I didn't see it
with Viola Davis.
Yeah.
No, the one with Viola Davis.
Oh, Fences?
Fences. Yeah, he killed that shit.
I refuse to watch Fences.
Why?
Wait, why?
Because it looked depressing as hell. Like there's certain things that I can't watch. That was one of them. Like I was listening, I would hear quotes from that joint, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to watch this joint. Like I don't think I'm gonna be able to watch this.
Look,
they should have ended that movie 5 minutes earlier. But go ahead, Greg.
Yeah,
to give you an idea, Antwon, like I didn't watch Revolutionary Road for the same reason. Like there was a clip in there where I saw that and I was like, that shit seems a little too realistic. I'm not watching that.
I didn't watch Will Smith's new joint either, so there it is. I don't watch those kind of movies. I think Chewy Tale had the last movie I watched, and strangely enough, they released it on Christmas. I waited a few weeks, obviously, to watch it. 12 Years a Slave. After that, I was done with any movie that was...
I'm gonna let Greg go real quick, but 12 Years a Slave, I think is the height of that type of movie you can make anyway. It was a fantastic. I thought it was a fantastic movie, but it's hard.
Oh yeah. Yes, yeah.
So I'm gonna end up watching all those. I just couldn't watch them in theaters. I just couldn't go outside and just start punching. But I can't watch Till and then just go outside and
I'll never watch that movie.
I'm never watching that film ever.
I'm never gonna watch that movie.
I'm gonna watch it because they made the film and they made it for us. So I gotta support us. I'm gonna watch it.
I wonder what white guy they're gonna use as the savior in this movie. I wonder where they're gonna incorporate a white dude into this movie somehow.
Yeah, which is another problem I have with Black Panther. Subtly, I'm on Team Killmonger. But anyway, point being is, God damn it, I forgot what I was going to say before. We got all the way off derailed. The point I'm making here is,
you're saying Rocky hit higher. Stallone hit higher heights. Yeah. I could maybe, if you were to throw into that conversation about him writing that movie.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. All those things.
Then you can.
He wrote, directed.
I give him credit for that.
All this stuff for these movies. I mean, what happened to Stallone is he stopped doing his own thing and started doing roles that were offered to him instead of making roles for himself. That's where Stallone fell off. They just started putting him in hokey garbage. But whenever Stallone is running the show, it's always a great movie.
Yo, I'm gonna hit you with the coup de grace, yo. Stallone was never on Tales from the Crypt. That's it. I'm done. It's over.
Boom.
Coup de grace. Hit his ass with the coup de grace. You know what I'm saying?
Arnold Schwarzenegger said hi to a puppet once. It is not like he was in the whole episode.
Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? No. All right. No. But seriously, okay, let's do this.
But that's my point with when it comes to Stallone. He wrote.
Hold on, Greg. Hold on.
Every time he writes one of his. Go ahead.
No. Hold on. I'm only holding you on because I'm gonna end this because when we do our verses, we can do the formats this way, and then we're gonna end with the closing argument. So, what is your closing argument for the guy that you're going for, which obviously is Stallone? Yes.
I mean, there isn't really the only argument I have for Stallone, because I do think Schwarzenegger's had a better career. The argument I have for Stallone is he's reached better heights. Period. He got an Oscar. Like, they're not just handing these things out.
Like the movie? You know, like the movie Oscar?
For Leonardo DiCaprio to get an Oscar? All those great movies?
Nah, there was a grudge held against him, yo. Leo should have been one.
Yeah.
Leo's a goat.
The pressure of getting an Oscar had Will Smith slapping people for no reason. All right? They just don't hand these things out.
Chill, God. You ain't got to talk about that, God. We're not going to address that, God. Chill, God.
Denzel had to go full evil to get one.
Chill, God.
Stallone got one on his first time out. Now, that's all I'm saying. When it comes to the heights of your career and the goals of what it is you're trying to achieve as an actor, you got to give it to Stallone. He's reached the pinnacle.
Closing argument, Antwon.
I want to jump in here, right? Appreciate it. So I think if you're talking pin game and on screen and everything else, yeah, obviously Stallone's your guy, right? So he didn't just pin one of the best franchises ever. He's helped create like 3 of them. So if you're talking overall creator, yeah, it's Stallone. But for me, it's deeper than that, because I'm not talking about writing. I'm talking about seeing him on the screen. And I have to go with Arnold. Arnold's impact, his range as an actor, which is grossly underrated, because people used to make fun of his accent for a long time. And I'm like, Arnold quietly be getting off in a lot of these flicks. If you go check him out, like, and he's led these friends. He's everything that I think that they want you to believe The Rock is, right? And there's no shade to The Rock, but Arnold is cold. Yeah. He's, and I'm talking about comedy, real serious movies, gritty indie movies. Go check Arnold's resume. He's got it. I don't even need to name him. I'd rather people just go.
Killing Gunther is a very underrated movie.
Oh my God, that is good.
Very underrated movie. Killing Gunther is great.
So I have to go Arnold. He's a guy that's not going to be appreciated until people really spend time on like a holiday 2-week bender, just like digging through his catalog, and they'll realize, wow, this guy was much more than muscle. He was much more than a guy laughing. And if you want to talk about pin game, then I got to bring in Arnold's other stuff that he's done. I mean, fitness industry, everything else across the board. Governor, I'm just saying, his achievements are high. His achievements are high.
Greg, it was called closing arguments. You're derailing closing arguments. How?
Let's keep it in the theater, sir.
How?
Hey, look, you can't go off on governorships.
Hey, closing arguments.
I don't care what I'm just saying.
You gonna hold it against Stallone because Flavor Flav banged his ex too? Like, what?
Hey, hold on a second. You can't come on here and talk about I am the law and then start.
All right, my bad.
Okay. All I'm saying is this. So here's how I close it out, right? if you flip their careers, because I like doing this in anything, sports, you know, definitely in movies, right? If you flip their careers, Stallone couldn't do all of the movies that Arnold could do, but Arnold could theoretically do everything that he could do, with the exception of maybe Rocky. And I think that's just because of size. Because
that's a huge exception.
Hey, listen.
An exception for he can do everything except for the one that won the Oscar.
Listen, if you take Stallone and you put him in Conan the Barbarian, does it work? No.
Yeah, sure it does.
No,
he just gets
it does
small
not.
Practice.
He does not. It does not. It doesn't
turn
translate the
Conan
same.
Barbarian into Red Sonja.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll pass it, but yeah, it's Arnold all day.
No.
Greg, we are doing closing arguments. You are derailing.
You know the equivalent of this, Greg. I ain't want to do this to you, right? Right. So it's like AI, right? So Stallone is like AI in the 0-1 finals against the Lakers, right? He gets that one game, which is Rocky. That's his one shining moment. It's great. Won an Oscar and everything, right? But Arnold is the 0-1 Lakers. He's 15-1 in the playoffs. Okay. And you know what he does after that? He locks them down. And it's not even close. Check the stats. Arnold, 4-1. Let's go.
But here's the other thing that they say about AI. If he was 6'6", he'd be the greatest player ever.
If it was a split, we'd all be high.
I said
what I said.
Closing arguments, DJ. Closing arguments, DJ.
Yo, I actually got to say before I get into like the closing arguments piece, I think Schwarzenegger could have pulled off Rocky. I think the piece that makes it where you think he might not be able to is because of where Rocky is from. You know, him being a hard-nosed dude from Philadelphia. Obviously, he would have to do something with his accent, but
I did Italian stallion.
Get an Austrian stallion, yo.
I'm just saying, like the acting piece, I think he could handle. It's the authenticity piece that Stallone brought to that really made it hit home. I'm Schwarzenegger on this all day. I think you guys have made good arguments already. I don't want to rehash everything, but I will say, you guys were talking about highs. Well, let's talk about some lows, okay? Stallone has been to the bottom of the ocean, crawling around on all fours, okay? I mean, we have laid down we talked about some of the worst stuff. The top, I mean, Rhinestone. I mean, I could keep going. I got more fingers, but I'm gonna let that sit. And the thing about the Oscar, I want to give Stallone credit, but we all know, I mean, you guys were just talking about how unfair that process is. You were just talking about it. Yeah. Leo should have had one a long time ago. Denzel had to flip to be Darth Vader in order to get it, or whatever. I'm sorry, Training Day.
Yeah. Basically.
Had to flip to Darth Vader.
But I mean, my point is, that whole award process, there's some politics and all that kind of stuff involved. And just because they got it right one time with Stallone, that doesn't make me, put him past Arnold, as far as his ability to entertain us on the screen. I mean, I think.
Hold on, man. He put Carl Weathers on.
Oh, wow. That's a haymaker at the end there.
He put Carl Weathers on, bro.
Well, man, Weathers was a professional football player. He was already on.
That's not what you said. Look.
Yeah, and he was on.
But he was on first. You think he's on Predator without being Creed? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure, but I think Carl Weathers. Wherever he lands, dope is right there. So
fair enough.
Yeah. So Carl Weathers worked with both of them, so they both got that in their thumbs up category. But I got Arnold, just because of the number of quality movies that he had. Like if we look at the ratio, I think Arnold's ratio is much better. We're talking like I don't know, 5-1 versus 3-2 or something. Something like that. Anyway, I'm Team Arnold on this one. No offense, Slide. I think you're great, but
oh yeah.
Let me throw out that caveat. It's not that Slide hasn't entertained the masses for 4 decades. It's not that. It's just we're trying to compare him to perhaps, and here's the honest truth of it, probably the greatest action movie star of all time in Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't even think there's a probably.
Period.
Yeah,
Period.
well, that's the
Definitely
long and short of it.
Yeah.
He's the greatest in that genre. I mean, honestly, I can end this debate with 4 words: get to the chopper. I mean, like, let's just end it after that. Get to the chopper. After he said that, it was a wrap. I mean, he could have only done more if he was in RoboCop. Let's just be honest with ourselves. But overall, I mean, Arnold has arguably made one of the greatest sword fighting movies when you're talking about action movies. He's made one of the greatest sci-fi movies if you put Predator in that category. He's made
Terminator.
Yeah, and Terminator, right? He's made one of the better movies in terms of like family comedy type movies in Kindergarten Cop and Twins. If you want to,
and Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, I don't know if that's he made one of the better spy thriller movies in True Lies.
Yes.
He also made End of Days. So I mean, like, you know, he did make End of Days. But I mean, I watched that movie because the black lady's haircut is hilarious, and but it also, you know, it's a bad movie. But I got Arnold. Hands down, all 10 fingers on the table. So that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. As far as that goes, and when we do our next verses, you guys can, you know, throw out a couple of different verses that you would like us to possibly tackle, or you could always just work at the post office. Ninja.